Have you ever wanted to see the referee's perspective in a high-stakes football match? Well, today, the Bundesliga have made that possible. We're going to see the point of view of Sven Jablonski, who refereed the Klassiker, which, if you don't know, is a match between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund, the two biggest teams in Germany. This is my first time watching this video, so I'm going to be live reacting along with you guys, and it looks like we're going to get an insight into what it's like to referee one of the biggest games in football. So I don't know about you, but I am looking forward to it.
Bundesliga 18:30, Topspiel, ausverkauftes Stadion, Flutlicht und gerade das Spiel, na klar, man weiß, über 200 Länder schauen zu. Das besondere Spiel, aus Schiedsrichtersicht weiß man natürlich, die über 200 Länder, die schauen zu, weil die Dortmund gegen Bayern sehen wollen und nicht einschalten, um den Schiedsrichter zu sehen. Aber man freut sich trotzdem, wenn man das miterleben darf, ein Teil des Spiels zu sein. Eine riesen Dankbarkeit, dass man das Vertrauen bekommt. Und ja, es ist natürlich auch ein langer Weg. Also ich habe jetzt fast 100 Spiele in der Bundesliga und Spiele, die so im Fokus stehen, die bekommt man nicht jetzt wegen einer Entscheidung oder wegen einem guten Spiel, sondern das ist ein Prozess über Jahre.
So firstly, I think Sven has got a brilliant outlook on the opportunity he's got, right? He seems very grateful, he seems relaxed, he seems like he's looking forward to it. And how could you not look forward to this? I mean, look at it. The Bundesliga supporters are nuts. The Borussia Dortmund fans are incredible. And just look at the atmosphere. It's incredible. Like, what an honor to be able to referee such a game. So there, he's not talking to the mascots. He's talking to his assistant referees. So he's saying, enjoy the moment, take it in, and then once we start, we're laser focused and we're going. And again, I think that's a great mindset to have. Yes, it's important to be absolutely majorly focused, but equally, it's important to enjoy the situation you're in as well. So take it all in before the game starts, and then be laser focused once it begins. I really like that. And then again, before we're starting, as you can see, he's giving lots and lots of smiles to the players, right? Lots of smiles. Hey guys, I'm here. I'm looking forward to this. And it gives across that relaxed demeanour that he's not stressed. He's not amped up. He's given across very good body language to the players. I think it's brilliant. What's really interesting is that first whistle. I don't know about you, but I don't hold my first whistle for that long. Let's listen again. He holds it for a good 3 seconds. And I imagine that's to really set the tone. That first whistle, we're going to be big and bold, and then we're going to be ready for the rest of the game. Something that I could probably adopt, to be honest. I never hold my whistle for that long when I start a game.
Ist okay. Weiter.
Well, what a save.
man ist die ganze Zeit schon konzentriert, selbst wenn das einfach aussieht. Man ist schon die ganze Zeit fokussiert, was kann als nächstes passieren? Wo wird gehalten? Unterbreche ich jetzt oder lasse ich Vorteil laufen? Man ist schon mental sehr, sehr stark gefordert die ganze Zeit.
Yeah, Sven makes a really good point there, actually, and I think it's something that a lot of people overlook when it comes to refereeing. Obviously, most people see the decisions you do give, but there are, no exaggeration, hundreds and hundreds of decisions that you don't give that you could give. And so it takes a lot of concentration to be present and to be ready for the next thing. Obviously, for players, there's a time in the game where they can switch off, right? When the striker is running through on goal, the centre half can probably switch off a little bit. The referee can't. He has to be ready at every single second of the match, and that requires immense mental concentration.
Soll jemand kommen? Gerne. Alles klar. Wir werden wechseln. Könnt ihr ihn raustragen? Oder? Helft ihn? Ja, okay. Ich mach das. Wenn er ready ist, jetzt, ansonsten machen wir weiter. Upa! Du musst auch aufpassen. Grenze. Dein Feind ist Grenze.
So, he's having a conversation with Upamecano because from the video, it looks like maybe it's not a foul, right? It looks like Upamecano maybe gets his foot to the ball, but then equally from the referee's perspective, he has come through the back of him to win the ball. So this is a subjective one, in my opinion. Then you'll see Upamecano's reaction, okay? It's very vocal that he disagrees. He lets out a lot of emotion. So the referee just has a word with him and basically says that sort of reaction, it's borderline. And again, it's great. The way he says it has authority, but it's also relaxed, right? He's not like that big, scary head teacher. And German is quite an aggressive language. So when he's speaking, it seems like a very polite and reasonable tone. Sounds like he can interact with the players absolutely brilliantly.
Du musst auch aufpassen. Grenze. Dein Feind ist Grenze.
Man wird auch sehen, wie oft man mit den Spielern spricht, selbst wenn man vielleicht im Abschnitt von 10, 15 Minuten vielleicht nur 2 Foulpfiffe hat. Heißt es nichts, dass man in den 10, 15 Minuten nichts zu tun hatte. Man wird feststellen, wie viel man agiert, wie viel man präventiv mit den Spielern spricht, wo man vielleicht mal sagt, so hier ist jetzt die Grenze, zu gelb, pass auf, hier vorsichtiger. Nein.
That's, again, another great point that Sven has made is referees interact with the players all the time, all throughout the game. And that is something that the general fans, pundits, things like that will never ever see. It is a massive, massive part of the game is man management. Like you said, you are interacting with players, let them know, okay, be careful, calm down a little bit, you're close to a yellow. And these are all things that people never ever see. So great insight from Bundesliga to bring this in.
Hier ist jetzt die Grenze, zu gelb, pass auf, hier vorsichtiger.
Nein. Geht ab. Leo, du musst aufpassen.
So, 1-0 to Dortmund. Really great goal, but again, something to really pick up on from the referee is what I noticed, is that ball has come from the edge of Borussia Dortmund's box, all the way obviously to the other end and scoring. And you'll see from the referee that he glances forward to see what's going to happen. The ball gets played and he's ready and he's on the front foot. And then you'll see him sprinting in. He then breaks into the left so he can get a better angle on a potential challenge. And as that ball is struck, he is right on the edge of the 18-yard box and ready for anything to happen. The work rate and the fitness from that referee is phenomenal. Like, absolutely brilliant. And that is probably why he's at the top level of the game.
runter. Klares Foul. Niemals. Guck mal. Josh, bleib mal stehen. Er ist alles 0 auf 15 Pfiff. Komm doch runter. Alles okay. Alles okay.
Was soll ich da machen?
Mini-Foul, er macht das clever. Aber, warte. Aber um den Ball zu spielen, musst du durch ihn durch. Weißt du, kleines Foul, nicht mehr.
So, let's watch it again. I do think it's a bit of a soft foul, but again, we're talking about a very heightened game, and as you can see, there are very heightened emotions. So there's definitely a place for giving kind of a lower tolerance of fouls when the game needs it. Now you'll see the reaction of players, right? They don't agree it's a foul, and he's got 1, 2, 3 people protesting in front of him. But you see his body language, right? The players are very expressive, very upset, very kind of emotive, whereas the referee very calm, being a calming presence on the pitch. Hey, calm down. For me, it's a clear foul. The player, Joshua Kimmich, then comes in and tells him it's a dive, and you'll see the referee's reaction. He's telling him it's a little foul, but it is still a foul. Then notice here how, in the first instance, the voice was relatively raised because there were lots of players around. And now he brings the player in one-on-one, calls him by his name, Josh, and speaks to him in a calm demeanour. Listen. And that change in his tone of voice is absolutely top tier, because it then turns the confrontation into a personal conversation. It's just, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
Mini-Foul, er macht das clever. Aber, um den Ball zu spielen, musst du durch ihn durch. Weißt du, kleines Foul, nicht mehr. Er muss auch gewechselt werden. Geht nicht, auch in der Company und so, wir sehen das. Ist jetzt, nein, du weißt, mehr geht nicht.
Ryerson and Alphonso Davies have a little challenge on the edge of the pitch. It comes off Alphonso Davies and Borussia Dortmund get the throw in. Ryerson then pushes Vincent Kompany, who is the Bayern Munich manager. Now, it's not a big push, right? It's negligible in terms of force, but it's not something you want happening. And when something like that happens in front of the benches, this can escalate so quickly. And so it's important to deal with it straight away. You see the referee is absolutely laser focused on it. You'll also have the fourth official there and potentially the assistant referee as well. So I imagine they dealt with it. As Ryerson comes back onto the pitch, what's very, very important is the referee speaks to him and he tells him that anything more than that is over the limit, letting him know that he's very, very close to crossing the line and anything more like that will not be tolerated.
Wir treffen 170 Entscheidungen im Spiel ungefähr. Da ist es unmöglich, alles richtig zu entscheiden, aber der Anspruch muss schon sein, alles nahezu richtig zu lösen.
Ja, ist unmöglich. Komm her. Mach aber kein Geld. Ja, du faulst, aber auch Grenze. Du als erstes.
These types of decisions are so difficult. Like I honestly don't know how you would know who's actually fouled who in this scenario. Let's have a look again. Where this is, I think this is impressive, is the referee blows his whistle, but he doesn't signal straight away. And most people would really recommend against doing this, but the referee knows that a foul's occurred, that someone's hurt, so he can bring someone on to treat him if he needs it. and it gives him some time to think of which way he's going to give this decision. We don't hear it, but you'll see his lips moving, so I imagine he's talking to his assistants, trying to come to a decision that is correct. Where this gets so difficult is you're in a very stressful situation already, you're trying to talk to your assistants, and then you've got two players in your ear saying different things. So the presence of mind to be able to make good decisions is really, I think, what separates these top officials from officials like me in grassroots football.
Wir treffen 170 Entscheidungen im Spiel ungefähr. Da ist es unmöglich, alles richtig zu entscheiden, aber
So then you'll see him signal for a free kick for Bayern Munich. So he's now made his decision. He's going to go that way with Bayern Munich.
Anspruch muss schon sein, alles.
You'll see that some of the Dortmund players, some of the fans, people watching may be confused as to why he's given it. But then what's really great is what the referee does next.
Nahezu richtig zu lösen.
So he walks over to the player, has a little chat, and then everybody understands why he's given the foul, okay? The Dortmund player must have kicked the Bayern Munich player first, so now that's resolved and we can move on.
Hey, warte, ich mach das. Du kommst noch, Maske. Bleib hier. Letzte Chance, letzte Chance.
For me, the main things I picked up in here is the communication with the referee and the players. I think the way he interacts with them is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, and something I could really take into my own game.
Anschluss hat Dortmund, ja?
And that makes me feel a lot better. Even the top referees don't always remember whose kickoff it is, so he double checks with his assistants. I'm glad it's not just me.
Warte mal kurz. Bleib ruhig. Nein, mal, ey, aber du musst schon aufpassen danach. Ist faul für euch, aber musst aufpassen bei euch. Ja, klar. Boah. Nein. Okay. Ist alles okay. Ist kein Gap. Keine Ellbogen für mich unabsichtlich mit der Hand im Gesicht. Wir nehmen das alles extra auf, ja?
Again, what's really great is the referee is able to articulate what he's seen to the players to calm the situation down. Right? If there's been reactions that this guy got elbowed in the face, as we can see it wasn't. It was just a very soft hand, completely accidental, and the referee is able to articulate that and calm the situation down. So then we'll see the foul from here, and the player gives him a finger wag to say no, that's not a foul. This would warrant a yellow card for dissent if you wanted it to, but equally this is the player that pushed Vincent Kompany on the sideline. So the referee has already told him that he's very, very close. So that is probably why he's given a yellow card in this situation. Also, look how tiny the camera is. It looks very lightweight. I doubt the referee even knows it's there. I don't know about you, but I would love to see more of this. They get it in rugby. And as we can see, so far, the content has been phenomenal. And I personally would love to see this in other leagues.
Ecke. Alles im Griff, hätte passiert. Komm mal runter. Ja, aber ich weiß.
Ja, war ein sehr faires Spiel. Man konnte sehr viel laufen lassen.
Ist okay. Nein, 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 zu wenig, zu wenig, zu wenig, zu wenig, zu wenig, zu wenig, nur ein bisschen, nur ein bisschen. Nein, 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 nein.
Die Mannschaften spielen auf dem Top-Niveau, auf dem Top-Level und ja, dementsprechend konnte man auch eine sehr großzügige Linie fahren.
Again, Sven makes a great point that we speak about a lot as referees is depending on the temperature of the game, you can change your tolerance level for fouls. So because this game, you know, a top level game like this, nobody wants fouls to be given every 2 minutes. It breaks up the game. It ruins the spectacle of what this game is. So the referees bang on in the fact that, right, they're playing fairly. I don't think this game can get out of hand. So we're going to get just let a lot go. We can play a lot of advantages. We can play football. This is so important, right? You are also refereeing the event, not just, you know, the 22 players on the pitch. So the reason he's showing a yellow card to the manager here is because when we had the foul with the Dortmund player just a second ago, here, you'll see the reaction from the manager here. As we can see, it's not a foul. So there's probably a clear level of dissent to the fourth official. And so that's why the referees come over to show a yellow card.
Konnte man auch
Nico, ich mach. Ich mach das. Hey, okay. Es passt. Hey! Tor! Nico, brauchst du jemanden? Nico, guck mal, wenn ich den Eindruck habe, dass er sofort schwer verletzt ist, hätte ich sofort unterbrochen, weißt du? Aber ich muss, wenn da ja kein Foul ist, ich muss den Angriff hier auch laufen lassen.
Again, just brilliant man management. I really didn't expect to see this, like this level. I really thought it'd be more based around fouls and stuff, but the interactions between players is brilliant. The goal comes in, he confirms with the assistant that it's a goal, but just like we're taught at the lowest level, player safety is absolutely paramount. So the first thing that he does, he goes to check the player on the floor and ask him if he's okay or if he needs treatment. Then he explains to the players that if I thought he was seriously injured, I absolutely would have stopped play. I didn't see anything wrong, so I have to let the attack go. It's just the presence of mind to be so calm in these moments is genuinely remarkable.
Und wenn du kommst, ist eigentlich auch gelb. Ich habe das Verhalten gesehen. Aber es ist für mich zu wenig. Ich sehe das ja. Nein. Und er auch nicht.
Again, it's brilliant from the referee. So the referee sees that there's contact with, I think it's Sane, and he lets his assistants know, no, this is not a foul. I've seen the contact, but it's not a foul. And then we have, obviously, the protest. Sane then comes sprinting in to the referee with a clear act of dissent. So the referee shows him a yellow card. He then warns the other player, if you get involved, it's also going to be a yellow for you. And did you notice what happened? See how he walks away? So the threat of the yellow card has just the same effect as you want a yellow card to. So the yellow card him to move away. So yeah, really, really, again, brilliant use of language and words from the referee to use that situation for that player to move away. And now he's explaining to Kimmich that he's seen the contact and for him it's still not a foul. Kimmich then obviously asks him to check it on the VAR. So then you'll hear the VAR confirm that they also didn't think it was enough contact for him to go down, confirming the referee's decision on field.
Passt nicht so richtig zusammen für dich. Stolz 1, check complete. Nummer 10 wurde verdankt, Bayern.
So Upamecano commits another foul, and the referee shows this gesture with his hands. So he shows 1, 2, 3, 4, and then shows the yellow card. This is called persistent infringement. And so in football, you can obviously commit fouls that don't warrant yellow cards. However, if you commit a number of these fouls to the referee's discretion, then you can be shown a yellow card for persistent infringement. So the reason the referee is showing the numbers is to let everybody in that stadium and watching on TV know that he's getting a yellow card for persistent infringement, not for that one foul. Again, clearing up any kind of ambiguity as to why that foul is a yellow card.
Wir sind drüber, über 5 Minuten, wir sind drüber. Danke, sehr gut.
What a performance from the referee from what we've seen. I really didn't expect there to be that much player interaction in the video, and I'm really glad there is, because it's the stuff that we don't usually get to see. His decisions looked absolutely bang on. The way he interacted with players was absolutely brilliant. And yeah, really great insight into what it's like to be a top level referee. The beauty of this is, a game like this, the last thing you want is for the focus to be on the referee, right? It's one of the biggest games in football. You want this to just be, you know, a great game for people to talk about the match, not the referee. And I think the 4 officials in this video have done that. So well done to them. Lots of handshakes after the game is always a good sign.
Thomas, alles gut, ja? Alles gut. Dafür, danke. Alles gut, Dankeschön. Danke.
Wir Schiedsrichter haben immer das Ziel, dass nach Spielschluss wir kein Thema sind. Oder wir freuen uns immer, wenn überhaupt die Frage gestellt wird, wer hat heute überhaupt gepfiffen, war überhaupt ein Schiedsrichter auf dem Platz. Und es ist immer schön, wenn die Mannschaften das Spiel entscheiden und nicht wir als Schiedsrichter. Und das war heute der Fall, deswegen sind wir im Groben und Ganzen erstmal als Überschrift zufrieden.
Well, that's not ideal because I've just realised that my face was in front of the subtitles. So, apologies about that. If you can't see the full subtitles of what he's saying, what a nightmare. But I do have to work now, so I don't have time to film this again. So if you're watching this, I apologise about the subtitles. Hopefully you were still able to see it. Hopefully I was able to reiterate what was being said as well. And yeah, let me know if you enjoyed this type of video.